With the most recent update for Fallout 76, the Cremator has unfortunately taken a hit. According to the dev notes and the patch notes, it has been nerfed through the explosive damage. Now the question is it still worth it? So let's get right into the thick of it. We are using a anti-armor 50 crit with a heavy barrel, fast propellant tank, and slow burner tank Cremator, and we're going to test out the splash damage without Demolition Expert. Before whether or not you had Demo Expert, you should be able to hit for a few hundred or very high numbers. In this case, we're hitting for 19. Let's go ahead and throw on a Demo Expert now and see if this actually improves the damage even a little bit. Slightly. 17. It's not a huge jump, but now the question rises, is it even worth it? Personally, I think with the changes, Demolition Expert is no longer worth being used on the Cremator. You can now have 5 free points elsewhere if you choose. Let's go ahead and check on some other enemies and see how the burn damage rolls. We'll go ahead and check and see how the burn damage is with Super Mutants. We did put the multi-barrel mod and Slow Burner is still on. And it looks like a shot is more than enough to take out the Super Mutants from level 100 and under. Now, one thing I did notice about the Slow Burner mod, at least the burning effects of the weapon, is that it ticks a lot faster than it used to. But if anything, that is probably the only change. I haven't noticed any difference in terms of the damage from the Slow Burner mod. So the splash damage is tragic, and the burn damage is still pretty decent, faster ticking. Let's go ahead and see how it is here at Earl. But we're also going to be alternating the mods because I did notice a difference. So we're going to be using our same Cremator. I will be turning or removing a Demolition Expert out, as well as not using too many buffs besides a bobblehead. But to show you guys the weapon real quick, we are still using the anti-armor, but this time we have the heavy barrel active to start. Let's go ahead and check out the damage for the Cremator. Now we are going to be using crits. This is a full crit build. And I'm going to go for that body shot, see what we're going to get, and go for the crit. We are hitting for 1454 for the crit, and very, very low numbers for our splash damage. That is 1400 with just a bobblehead and a build. We're going to proc the crits a couple more times, and then we'll swap to the multi-barrel to see what the damage looks like. As we can see, it's still hitting for at least 1400 crits. Alright, we put on the multi-shot barrel. It still has the napalm tank on it. Let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we can do now. So let's go ahead and get a couple procs. We're hitting for 150 for the crit headshot. Multiply that by 4, that's 600. So we're only hitting for 600 crits. I mean, it's still pretty decent for a multi-barrel, but it makes sense now. Because back in before this update, the multi-shot was actually the second strongest mod that we had due to the explosions. So unfortunately, the dual barrel the multi-barrel has been nerfed. Well, let's go ahead and check and see how the dual barrel looks. We have it applied now, same with the napalm, same weapon. Let's go ahead and check out the crits on this bad boy. Alright, let's go ahead and get our crit filled. We're going to go for that crit shot. We're hitting for 474. Now if my maths are correct, it is hitting for 948. 348 damage more than the multi-barrel. Let's go ahead and get a couple more procs to make sure that it stays consistent. We'll get the headshot, 978, went up just a little bit, or 478, sorry, went up just a little bit. And then, we'll clear out a couple of these little guys. Try one more. We're hitting for 486. So still hitting roughly around 900 crit damage for the dual barrel. Now I wanted to make it short and sweet because that's really all that has really changed for the weapon, and I would like to know your guys' thoughts on it. Now in a sense, I feel like this is more of a buff except for the multi-barrel nerf, because back when, before this update, the Cremator with a heavy barrel or a multi-barrel was able to hit for 3k, but the explosive damage played a huge part. Now the highest damage that I was able to hit with a full build, all the buffs active, I was able to hit for 2500, 2600 crits on Earl. The only thing missing from it was take one for the team, which, depending on how many people have it, I might be able to push roughly around 3k, if not a little bit under. So is it viable as a bossing weapon? In my opinion, yes. Is it better as a AoE weapon? Kind of. It still can't compete with the grenade launcher or the nuka launcher, so I mean, if you like the dot effect, and not really doing too much damage and blowing things away, the Cremator is definitely a solid choice. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found the information useful. If you did, be sure to let me know by liking, commenting, and subscribing. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy hunting, good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.